Good afternoon. Welcome to the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler. Today's Tuesday, the 20th of July. If you're here, can you say hello? I've been having technical difficulties today. So, yeah, technology is a great thing, isn't it? But not when it doesn't work. So, I'm hoping you can hear me and you can see me, and that I'm actually live in the right place. So if you are, please say hello, drop a message in the comments, and I will do a quick double check on my iPad to make sure I'm where I should be. Let's see. Oh, Ray. Yeah, it looks like I am. Let's have a look. Yeah, whoa. That is great news. I'm very excited because this morning I was live with my team, as I am every Tuesday morning, and it took me 5 attempts to get live. Kept crashing out. I don't know whether it's the weather, the sunshine, who knows? Who knows? But how are we? How is your world? Here in the UK, we are in a heat wave. And it is really warm. And for my international friends, UK homes do not have air conditioning. There is the shops have air conditioning, homes don't. So when it gets above like 24, 25 degrees Celsius here, we melt. So I've got every single window open in the whole house to get a breeze blowing. And yeah, I'm in my shorts, no socks on, bizarrely. And yeah, I'm trying to keep cool, although I'm drinking hot coffee, which is kind of a bit weird, isn't it, really? But I always do, even on the hottest days. So there you go. So how are we? Let me know what you've been up to. If you've got any top tips about keeping cool in the sunshine, let us know. I just need to say I'm sending a big hug to my European friends, in particular in Germany, where they've had the most awful flooding and a huge loss of life. And also over in Canada and parts of the US that have been having wildfires and such. I am thinking of you all, and I hope you are staying safe. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, lots of comments today. So who's here? Michelle, Rosie, Donna, here from Oz, Joanne, Lucianne, Maureen, Margaret, Judith, Anne. Thank you, Anne. She's saying I'm loud and clear. That's good. Lynn and Jen and Chris and Jackie. Anne said she thought it might be too hot for me to perform. Yeah, you see, I love the sun though. I love the warm. It's very rare that you'll hear me complaining about the sunshine. But I'm not convinced that working in the hot weather is a good thing. So yeah, I definitely think that we need to think about air conditioning, because it's too warm to work. But you know, work we have to. That's what pays the bills. So Karen's here. Karen, I've literally just emailed you not 2 minutes ago. Claire's here. Sunny in Newbury, says Chris. Cool in Oz. Yeah, but you're in the autumn now, Donna, aren't you? Are you in the autumn or in the spring? I never quite work it out. So are you going into winter, or have you just come out of winter? Not sure. Marlene's here. Judith's hoping I have a fan nearby. No, I just have all the windows open. Every year I think, I must get myself a fan. And then when I think about it, obviously it's because it's hot. And then there aren't any fans to be had. Although I do keep thinking I'd like one of those, I don't know, is it a Dyson? That kind of, it's like a fan, but it's like an oval shape, but it does warm air and cool air. I don't know. I've seen something fancy. I'll have to investigate some more. Ooh! Joanne's saying she's got all the windows open and then the moths come in. Yeah, you see, yeah, flies. I hate that. I hate having flies in the house. So, but yeah, I'm not a fan of moths either. I'm not a fan of anything kind of buggy, really. Hello, Julia. I hope you had a nice time away. Good afternoon, Claire. Rosie number 2 here. Yeah, 2 Rosies. It's very cool. Janet is here from Boiling Harlow. I hope you're trying to keep cool, Janet. Deborah's here. She's from Canada. Deborah, welcome. I hope that you are staying safe over there. I've just been talking about the fires and things. Rosie's already made 5 cards today. Right, so Donna's saying she's in winter currently. Roz is here from Florida. I bet it's warm in Florida, Roz. Ah, right. So Donna's saying yes. So they're in winter now. So spring is in September. So your spring is in our autumn. That makes more sense. Marion's here from Western Australia as well. Awesome. Okay, so have you got some top tips for keeping cool? Anyone got any top tips? I was talking to the kids this week over the weekend and saying one of my top tips is to get the washing up bowl full of cold water and stick your feet in it. So to sit somewhere in the shade and put your feet in some cold water, and it just kind of cools you down. Yeah, lots of cooling drinks. That's my other top tip. Probably not hot coffee, but I do. But you see, still drinking it now. Marion saying air conditioning and ice. Yeah, like I said, Marion, we just don't have it. It doesn't exist here. That's not true. There are some houses that have air conditioning, but they are very few and far between. Ooh, hi Claire. Rosie's bought a cool mat for nighttime. It works wonders for a good night's sleep. Hi Jan. That's interesting. My pooch Kiva, who we lost earlier on this year, she's had a cool mat that the kids bought her, and it was like a gel mat, and that worked really well. So that's really good, Rosie. There's obviously cool mats for humans. So Katie says a kid's paddling pool to sit with your feet in. Yeah, exactly. Judith's recommending resting as much as you can and drinking lots of water. Ooh. Janet has an upright blower, and if you use it to blow air over a block of ice, it's super cool. Marion's saying it's freezing and raining. Iced coffee is always lovely in this weather. It is, Karen. I am an iced coffee fan, but if I have iced drinks, I tend to have sugar or cream in them and stuff. Whereas if I drink hot drinks, I don't have any sugar in them. So I'm trying to keep the calorie count down. Hence drinking hot coffee, not cold. That's a good tip. And so if the sun is shining on the windows, close the curtains and blinds and then open the rest and then swap as the sun moves around. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm upstairs. You guys know that in the studio. I'm upstairs, and this room is north facing, so there's no direct sun on this room at all. But the front of the house, so our room and the one of the spare rooms, gets sun all day. So yeah, so but we've got every window open in the whole house. We even had the front door open yesterday. I don't know whether Brian's got the front door open today or not. So he's in what was the study, which is quite a small room, and it's on the front of the house, so it gets sun all day long, which is brilliant in the winter because you are always warm in there, but in the summer, and of course he's still working from home, and I think he will be for quite a while, but he works on 3 computer screens. So the heat and stuff that must be coming off those is just crazy. So there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so let me talk about what's going to go on today. I've got another sneak peek for you today. And I'm going to make a card with the penguins. So it's a different sneak peek, but I'm going to make a card with the penguins, which is very cute. But I sent out an email last week, I think it was last week. I'm just tidying up my desk because I'm talking to you. I sent an email out last week talking about August Craft Along. Now, if you don't know, if you're new to me and you don't know what I'm talking about, August Craft Along or Craft Along is my monthly class. And every month I teach a class in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner Facebook group. Now, that Facebook group is open to anyone, so anyone can join. And we talk about all different kinds of crafts there, including paper crafts, which is obviously my first love. And every month I teach my class in the Crafting Corner. And there are 2 ways that you can join in with the class. So you can purchase the class. It costs £15. And I send you a kit of products, which includes patterned paper, cardstock, envelopes, embellishments, ribbon, die cuts, punched out pieces, all sorts of different things in your kit. And then on the evening of the craft along, we make 3 cards. Usually one of those cards is like a fancy fold card or a moving card, and we make a 3D item like a bag or a box, something like that. And everyone crafts along together, and you can ask me questions. And then I send out a replay of that class to everyone that's joined so that they can watch it on YouTube, because some people aren't on Facebook. So I do that. And I also list out all the measurements as well there on that craft along email. But you don't have to pay for the class. You can get the class for free if you place a £45 order in my £40 order. I'm questioning what I'm actually saying now. You know how sometimes you forget things? Let me just... Oh dear. Because I've got £45 on the brain. It's 40. Yeah, okay. So you can have the class for free if you place a £40 order or a €45 order. That's why I had 45 in my head. £40 or €45, and you can choose one of two gifts. So you can either have the craft along, which is absolutely the best value, or you can have a card and a gift. So it's up to you, whichever you prefer to take, and that is kind of every month. But I sent out a reminder about August craft along, and in that information I said that we were using some products called Painted Christmas, and I had a few emails from people saying, I don't know, I've looked in the catalogue, I can't see Painted Christmas, what is this? I'm going, well, you can't see it yet because it's a brand new stamp set, paper set, and so on. So it's very exciting. So I thought I would show you that product suite. So this is what you, not exactly what you'll be getting, but you'll be getting some of these products in the August craft along. Does that make sense? Am I actually making sense today? Is the warm kind of it's the warm kind of, addling my brain. Let's have a look. So Rosie's very happy about penguins. Rosie loves penguins. Old age is getting to me, says Jenny. Yes. Old age or the heat. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mum. Pauline's here. Is it hot up with you, Mum, still? Right. Okay. So, with all of that madness, I'm just going to move these products out of the way because that's what we're going to be using. To stamp, she says. Oh, hang on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Just needed to get the other bits to go with the card. And there's that and that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think paper trimmer. Check. Oh, right. Yeah, it's definitely warm. Definitely warm. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the products and two stamp sets. And then we'll get creating. Okay. Right. So let me cover you over. Now, I've been moving things around in my studio, so I have no clue what you're going to be able to see now. Yeah, you can see my coffee. Let's just move things outside a little bit. Oh, okay. Jenny's asking what the temperature is here. I don't know. 29 degrees here in Fareham today. So, what's that in old money? Do we know? I don't know. I don't know how to convert it, but it's 29, well, 30 degrees. Rose is saying it's showing us 29 here. Can anyone convert it into Fahrenheit? Does anyone know? Warmish, says Jenny. Yeah, warmish. So I know we Brits love to talk about the weather. I know it's one of our many failings, but we never get warm weather, so that's why. Yeah, so the Met Office, which is like our weather service, the meteorological service, I think it is, but the meteorological office, the Met Office, issued a weather warning for today. And it's the first time they've ever put out an amber alert for the weather. Marion saying 29 degrees isn't hot, it's fabulous weather. It is fabulous weather, Marion, if you're on holiday or if you're not working. But when you're working in a non-air conditioned building, it's warm. Yeah, so Jenny's saying summer can get over 40. See, I love that kind of heat. You know, when we were in Thailand, when we've been all over the world, mid-30s, upper 30s, 40 degrees, love it. But when I'm working in it, it's not so good. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. Thanks, Mum. Okay, so Christmas season. So this is the stamp set. I am so excited about the stamp set. We can use this for so much. And yes, it's called Christmas season, but it isn't just for Christmas. So lots of these are classed as two-step. So the 2 pine cones, I've got 2 images to layer one on top of the other. The holly leaves, again, have got these bits to lay over. And then you've got these berries that work as well here. And I think they work here as well. I'm sure they do. 1, 2, 3. Probably. Anyway, I'll work that out. As you can see, look, that is a brand new stamp set that's never been inked. I'm very excited. But it will be inked this week or when I get all of the stamps designed. All of the stamps, all of the projects designed. I know what we're making, but I haven't yet decided exactly the layout of everything. So this is the stamp set that I'll be using. There is a second stamp set in the suite, and I love this stamp set. It's called Christmas to Remember, and I love this. You've seen me talk about this before. I love the mixture of fonts with like a scripty font and capitals. And this is just such a really nice Christmas set because it's got Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings and 'Tis the Season, which are very, very specific. But magic is in the air, which is great. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. Friends like you make the season special. Love and joy come to you and may it last the whole year through. And just sometimes sentiments can be a bit florally flouncy, just not my kind of thing, but these work really well for me. So I really like these. And then there is a die set. Now the die set goes with both. So we've got, let me move this out of the way. So these are going to look like they don't fit because these images are 85%, but they do. So you've got dies for pretty much all of the that's that one. That's that one. Yeah, see, for pretty much all of the shapes, which is really cool. Scoop those up. And then you've got these labels dies. So these are kind of designed to layer. And that one layers with that one, look. But also they're designed, and I'm not going to be able to remember which way around some of these go. Like this one, and this one. So you've got, and I'm guessing that goes for season's greetings and the Merry Christmas as well. And ooh, 'tis the season as well, look. So they're really, really cool. And then you've got these little pieces, which are super cool. So these are ribbon slits. So you can put that sort of there. And you can then use this as a tag, which is really cool. And that's what this is for as well. Or you can thread ribbon through and behind things as well. So very, very excited about these. We've then got some ribbon. Now this is cherry cobbler and gold, and it's a crinkly ribbon. I don't know. Can you hear the crinkly? But it's one of those ribbons which ties a good bow because it's got body to it. So it will hold its shape. Just pull that. Okay. It's a great way of kind of adding some bling to your projects. And then these are super cool. These are holly leaves. And they're gold as well. And there's 2 sizes. So let me just put them like that. I'm hoping that you can see them. Just, yeah, there you go. So these are actually flat. They're not dimensional. It's interesting because when you look at them, they look like they're puffy. That's the only way I can describe it. They look like they're like quilted, but they're not. They're completely flat. They're very cool. And then here is the papers. Now, some of you might be thinking, Amanda, I really don't want to do Christmas in August. I was going to do the craft along, but I'm not sure because I don't really want to do Christmas yet. Don't worry, because some of the papers, well, to be honest, none of the papers are actually Christmas. They are all like this. So the papers are all nature inspired. So you don't have to put Christmas greetings on. It's just I'll be making Christmas projects. So we've got this, and that's the reverse. I love this. This is like a parquet floor. And some pine cones. Ooh. I think this is my favourite pattern of all of them. I love this. This is going to look really nice with some sparkly bits on it. So you see, these aren't necessarily Christmas. That's the last one. That's got holly leaves on. Yeah, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see that. So the colours, I talk about this quite often, but there's always a sheet of card in the back of your paper pack, and there are colours listed. So the colours are Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Evening Evergreen, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, Soft Seafoam, and Soft Succulent. So it's interesting. There are 2 reds. So there's Cherry Cobbler and Real Red in this. And lots of greens. So you've got lots of different colours that you can work with. So this one, this sheet here, that's garden green. That's Pear Pizzazz, and that one is Soft Seafoam. So you've got 3 shades of green in one thing. So, you know, it's a really interesting mix. Anyway, so I am very excited to be designing projects using these products for you in August. Yeah, and that's hopefully my job for later on this week. But it depends whether or not I've got all the catalogues out. Because obviously you need your catalogues. So otherwise you can't see the amazingness that's coming. So, Penguin Place. I showed you this last week. And the stamp set. What I didn't show you last week was what I am calling mermaid tail paper. I actually don't know what its official title is, but this you can choose as a free product with Celebration. I'm going to bring it up to the camera, and so you can see it in all its sparkly glory. So it's like, honestly, it is like fish scales, but I didn't think that sounded great. So mermaid tail, and it's not gold and it's not silver. And I love things like that because it means that you can use it with either. So this is gold and it will work with that. But that's silver and it will work with that. It's like chameleon mermaid tails. So they're 6x6 and it's really thick paper, thick card. It's very cool. I want to punch a piece out because I need that for later. Ta-da! That's so pretty. Okay. Oh, I'm warm. Right, so just in case you missed out last week, I'll quickly show you the papers. So these papers are free with an order in from the 3rd of August to the end of September, and it's free with a £45 order. So craft along, you need a £40 order. So in August and September, you absolutely need to bump your order to £45 or 90 or wherever you want to go. But you definitely need to make sure it's over 45 so you can get something for free. So you could get the chameleon mermaid paper. You could get this patterned paper. There are stamp sets. There's all sorts of things. And I'll show it all to you shortly. Right, is the light okay? I'm thinking that I need to shut the curtains, bizarrely, because I think the camera is fighting with the daylight. Let's see if that looks any better. Let me know. So I'm just going to quickly show you the papers. So we've got stripes and spots. Stripes. I'm going to be using that penguin in a minute. And this lovely polar bear. Ooh, and trees. And this penguin punches out with the punch, the matching punch. And then you've got this as well. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is use this. And look, this is a brand new set. It's not been inked yet. I'm just going to get the season's greetings. Just stamp that. And there's a tip for you. If you're using this double punch, so this is the oval punch, I've used the scallop one for the sparkly paper, but I don't want to punch a white one out as well. So I've just trimmed this down so I'm not wasting a lot of paper there. So that is going to go on to there. Now, Katie's just mentioned this. I will say it as well. This stamp set looks like it's just a Christmas set, but it so isn't. For a start off, it's got a happy birthday. But it's got presents and it's got balloons and it's got a little bow tie. It's got Christmassy things, but not only Christmas. So I think it's a good all year round set, and I'll be using it I'll show you it with lots of different things. Well, we've got thunderstorms happening. Well, that'll cool the place down a bit, won't it? Okay, so I've got that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the card that we're going to make. Now, this card style is so simple to do, but looks really cool. It uses two sides of your patterned paper, which I love to do. And it means that you can get another image on the front as well. So it's a really cool fold, really straightforward for you to do. So I will walk you through how to make it. But for those of you that are doing this month's craft along, this is a card. One of the cards I'll be showing you on Tuesday. We're not making this card, but I've got so many cards using the products that I've sent to you in the post. I've got lots of samples to show you, so you'll see this again. So let's make this card, and I've got to decide. I don't know. I hadn't decided whether I was going to go I think I am. Spots and Stripes and Misty Moonlight. I haven't made a blue card for a while. She says. That is probably not true. You don't mind blue cards, do you? I'm waiting for all the laughing emojis as everyone goes, what, Amanda, make a blue card? Really? But, you know. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my white card and cut my layer, and then I'll start giving you some sizes because those are the important things. Lorraine. Thanks for joining us. I don't mind. You are not late. You are here at the time you decided was the right time. Right. Okay. So, one's for the inside. Let me move my tea out of tea. So not tea, it's coffee. Chris says she's too busy laughing to find the emojis. Exactly. Exactly. So you're going to make a card blank, which is 8 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And you're going to score it. Score at 2 inches and 4 inches. Okay, so that's what I've got. Card blank. 8 inches, 5 3/4. Move your cutting blade out of the way. And you're going to score it at 2 inches and at 4 inches. Okay, so what it's going to do is you're going to fold it this way and then fold it back. Now this makes a really cute card fold. Yeah. So it's really cute. But what I wanted was to be able to see all the patterned paper. So we need to cut this off. Now, the way you do it is you need to work out 2 inches from the bottom. So you can use a ruler and make a mark. You can put it into your trimmer at 2 inches and make a little score mark. She says, yeah, you can make a little score mark. Okay. Ooh. But it's got to be 2 inches from the bottom, and then you're going to cut from 2 inches from the bottom diagonally to that center score line. So it goes there, and then this piece goes there, and you're just going to cut it off. And that gives you the front of the card. So cut on a diagonal 2 inches from the bottom to center fold or center score line. So and then your white piece is 5.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and your patterned pieces are 1 3/4 inches by 5.5, but you're going to cut those down. Okay, so this piece is going here, and now I need to cut these 2 pieces for here. So because I'm using the reverse of this, I'm really aware that there's super cute things on the back here. So what I'm going to do is I want to minimize how much stuff I'm actually taking. So I'm going to actually cut it from the bottom as opposed to the side. So I'm going to cut a strip, which is 1 3/4 inches. Cut it from the bottom or the top. But it's a little bit sad because you're kind of chopping creatures off. And then the same with this one. Again, I'm going to cut off the bottom. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining us today. That's 1 3/4. Okay. So that's those 2 pieces. And then the last thing that I need to do is find the creatures that I'm going to put in. So I'm definitely going to put a penguin in. And I haven't yet decided whether or not I'm going to put a polar bear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both of them out and then we'll decide. I like it when we do that with cards. Ooh. So the joy of these creatures, I've got to take my glasses off now so I can see what I'm doing. The joy of these creatures is that they are quite I won't say straight lines, that's not what I mean. They're just easy to cut out. That's what I mean. Oh dear. Right, so Judy, what happens with the video? Facebook's got this new thing, which means that you can actually, can you see? He's got little tufts on his head. I'm going to cut them off. That's too faffy for me to cut round. So if you press play, it kind of pauses me. So then you can start again. It's strange. It never used to do that, but now it seems to be like a new thing it's doing, which is great. So, you know, lots of people watch this on the replay, either from my blog or on YouTube. And the bonus of watching it there always is that you can pause me. But now it seems that you can do it when I'm live on Facebook as well, which is great if you need to go and grab a cup of tea. Right, let's just finish that off. So we've got a polar bear. I don't know whether I'm using the polar bear. I'm definitely using the penguin. Now, normally I leave a little gap, little paper edging around things when I'm cutting them out. I'm not doing that with this because they are a block colour. It doesn't matter if I'm a little bit wibbly, as I'm like going around his pom-pom. That doesn't matter at all. It's gone quiet now because I'm concentrating on the cutting. There we go. His feet. I am going to cut this tree out because we might need it just to balance, because then that means I've got 3 images. We'll see. Sometimes you just need 3. So has anyone else got thunderstorms? We were supposed to have thunderstorms this afternoon, but then it kind of moved further north. So I'm guessing that's why, Janet, you've got them, because you're further up country than me, on the coast, although not near enough to the coast to have a nice breeze today. Money wallets, absolutely, Marlene. So if you go onto my YouTube channel, there should be some like gift card holders, and there is a really fancy card that I did for my son Connor for his 25th birthday, which is called an exploding box card. And I actually put money in that, and it's super cool. It takes a little bit of time to make, but it's so worth it. Brian had to help me with the engineering bits of it, but that's super cool. But do you mean actually putting money into them as opposed to like a gift card? She's done that. Okay. Then I will put it on my list, Marlene, if you couldn't find what you wanted and needed. Okay. So we've got the patterned paper, we've got the little creatures. So I'm going to stick this piece down. Actually, I'm not going to, in case I need a part creature. So let's have a look. So let's get these bits done first, and then we'll put the penguin on. So I'm just deciding which way round. So you all saw me do the stamping and do the cutting of the sentiments. So where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. So do we want it that way round? Definitely the other way around. Right. Okay. So we have cut patterned paper to fit on a diagonal before, but if you've not seen that or seen me do that, here is a tip for you. So this folded section here, that's 2 inches, and the paper is 1/4 inch smaller. So it gives you an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So in order to get the diagonal correct, what you need to do is move the base up to twice the height of the border around the edge. So twice the height, hold it steady, and then cut it off. Now you can use your trimmer if you want to, or you can draw a pencil line and then cut it. But that now means that that paper is cut exactly to the angle of your card front, and then you can move it down and it gives you the perfect border. Okay, so let's stick that down. And then we'll do the same. Okay, so that's there. Now on this side, we're going to put the stripe. So I'm going to do exactly the same. So it starts out equal distance all the way around, and then you're going to lift it up so it's twice the distance. And then you're going to cut it. And then we'll pin that one down as well. Stick that one down. Now if I bring in this one, you can see that I've got the same pattern here and here, and then the same pattern here and here. So we need to do that again. Now that angle is correct already because I've just cut it there. So it only needs to be the same length. So in order to make it the same length, you're going to bring it down that way and then trim it off. It doesn't always work like that because sometimes your pattern's directional. But that was lucky. And it's the same with this one. So this time I'm bringing it so it's twice the border at the top. So then I can trim it. And if you're not so good with your scissors, if your hand shakes a little bit or you go a bit wobbly, then just draw a line or use your trimmer. Stick that down. Okay. So that's going to sit like that. Now, this paper, like glitter papers and things, sometimes your dimensionals and other things might not stick. So just be aware of that. I'm actually going to see, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So let's just see. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to stick that on. And then what we're going to do is we are going to decide where our creature's going to go. So I think the polar bear can go there, kind of peeking round, maybe up a little bit with the penguin. And I don't actually think we need. Do we need the tree? The tree might ground it, which I think we will put the tree down. I think the tree will help. So I'm going to stick my polar bear down first and 3D my penguin. All right, so let's position him so he is kind of peeking round. Stick that down. Okay, so Marlene's saying she'd definitely like some cards to be able to put money in. Okay. I will see what I can do. Let's get these. Oh, I'll just put this little tree in. It's just the rule of 3. It just really helps and kind of grounds them as well. Kind of shows that, you know, they are in like a little scene together. There we go. So let me just tidy up all my things and show you the 2 cards. Stuff everywhere. Ooh. I've got Tombow. So my Tombow, which is this multi-purpose glue. So warm, it's just oozed everywhere, all over the table. Let me just clean that up. So there we go. That's a bit better. Otherwise, everything's going to stick to it. So that's all the measurements. So there is the finished card, and you've got plenty of room to kind of write here. You can put more stuff on there if you want to. You could actually do some stamping as well. That's so cute. So that's that one. And then you've got this one here as well. Let me just hold those down. Marlene says she's done most of the cards on my website. That's awesome, because there's hundreds of tutorials on there. That's really cool. Thank you. And these stand beautifully. And the thing for me is you get to see multiple sides of your paper as well, which is really good. Right, I am going to finish slurping my coffee. Does anyone have any questions about the measurements? Or how to sort of measure up your patterned paper and things? Let me know. I'll just pop that there. Oh, thank you. Lots of love for the cute penguin card. It's such a fun fold, and it's so straightforward to do. And obviously you've got this little bit left, which, you know, you can punch shapes out of, die cut out of as well, so that's cool. Fantastic. Okay, so do let me know if you've got any requests, like Marlene has with cards to put money in. Let me know if you've got any techniques or other things that you would like to see. And I will be back here next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. The date of the August craft along, Judith, bear with me a second. It is so next Tuesday is the July craft along, and the August craft along is the 24th of August. So it's not the last Tuesday, it's the 24th. Can we see the front under the gold? I'm not sure what you want to see, Julia. Do you mean how I cut this piece? Is that what you mean? Yes, Judy. The video stays. All of my videos are on my Facebook page and they stay here. Can we see the front under? Yeah. This piece. I'm hoping that, Julia, that's what you meant. Let me know if I'm showing you the right thing. Judith. So Margaret, cut-off date for paying for August craft along. So every craft along, the cut-off date is always the last day of the previous month. So for August, it's the last day of July. So that is the 31st of July, which is a week on Saturday. Let's have a look. Judith's loving the cards. Thank you, Roz. Bye, Anne. Thank you, Ali. I'm pleased that you love my card. Yeah, so hopefully, Julia, you've seen what you need. I'm hoping so anyway. Okay, so take care, everybody. I will see you all back here next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Try and keep cool, those of you that are in the warm. And I will see you then. Take care. Goodbye.